Hey everyone, thanks for joining to Play Games. My name is Lance, and today I'll be doing a teaching and playthrough for the solo mode in Wingspan. With this video, this is still a new format for me, so let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this. If you like this format, and if you would like me to continue with these videos, and if so, which types of games would you like me to cover? Do you want me to stay with just the solo mode on some of the games that I've done teaching videos for, or would you like me to expand into some of the other games that I've already covered, or other new games and new titles that are out there? Let me know what you guys think. And with this one, there is one important note that you do need to know the basic rules for Wingspan in order to play the solo mode, which I'm not really going to be covering in this video. I will have a full teaching video for Wingspan that's going to go up maybe in 2 or 3 weeks, as I haven't done that one yet, and I'll have a link up in the top corner when that is ready. So this will go up first, and then I'll have that later on. So that link will show up. It probably won't be, like I said, for a couple weeks. So for those of you that are watching this, are like, hey, where is that at? It is coming. Another thing that I do want to point out is that I am going to not be doing any types of cuts. Nothing is going to be staged in this. All the dice rules and all that will not be cut out or anything like that. The only time I'm going to be doing jump cuts is for video length. So if I'm taking more time trying to plan out a turn or something like that, I will jump ahead a little bit. So you might see some jump cuts with that, but I'm not going to be stacking the deck or anything like that. So I'll see if I can defeat the AI, or if I'm going to be burned by the AI. So we'll see how that goes. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move into the setup of the game. And just like in my last video with this one, I'm going to go into more detail the first round, explaining all the differences and all that. And then after that, in the second, third, and fourth rounds, I'm just going to try to play through a little bit quicker, explaining some of the things I do, but for the most part, just keeping things moving as fast as I can so these videos aren't too terribly long. So the first thing is that you're going to have an automated deck. This is going to determine what your AI opponent's going to do. And there's a number of different cards in these that are each going to have the 4 different rounds on it. And there's going to be a round card. You don't have to use that card, but it does help the first couple games just so you have a reminder of where you're at. Now, once you want a larger or a harder challenge, there is also an additional card you can throw in with this, which is an AI or a AS card that you can add in. For this video, I'm not going to be adding this in, so I'll go ahead and place this off to the side. And with these, I'll just go ahead and shuffle this deck up and then place it off to the side as well. They do also recommend that you use the green side of the scoreboard. You can use the other one, but for this video, I am going to be using that. And then let's go ahead and determine what the objectives are for the 4 rounds. So with this, I'm just going to go ahead and mix them up and then draw one. And do it for the next couple. Let's see. Okay. All right. And the last one. All right. So then the rest of these can be placed off to the side. You also want to have the round cards out with round 1 up. And this is going to determine the amount of points that or the amount of different things based on the objectives that the AI opponent's going to have, plus any tokens that are on, or any cubes that are on that particular objective that he's going for. And there's also 2 quick reference guides for the different types of actions that are on his cards you can keep out to keep yourself familiar with them if you're not 100% sure. And there is more details in the rulebook if you're still not sure what that stuff means. The next thing is to determine the opponent's bonus card. Now, he's not going to get points for this at the end of the game, but there's going to be a number of different features that are going to come up that are going to affect what this card is. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these up real quick, and then we'll go ahead and draw one and see how this is going. So there's a couple cards that won't be, if they come up, are not going to be included. So birds named after a person. And it does have a percentage, 2 points per bird, but I'm going to go ahead and not do that one. So let's draw another one. And the bird feeder, so birds with wheat, and there is a percentage in there. So this is one that I'll go with for him. This will give us a little bit more of a challenge. This will be added back in, and then I'll shuffle these up and I'll determine what my bonus is. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and draw 2 out of there. And I'll put this up top. And let's see what I got. I have bird counter, so birds with a bird power that has a card underneath them, and that's 2 points per bird. Or birds with a dead symbol will get me 2 points per bird. So either way, I have to decide which way I want to go. And down below it says, gives me my percentage, so 13 or 15%. So I'm going to go with a little higher percent, but this one might not pan out too well for me, so we'll see what happens there. And then I'll go ahead and discard that. Next, I'm going to go ahead and draw my cards. So I get 5 cards from the deck. And also let me know in the comments below. I'll do my best to not make any rule mistakes, but if you guys catch any rule mistakes, let me know in the comments below. It's always kind of fun to see where I screw up and how many of you guys catch that. So next, we'll deal out 3 cards up top. And, ooh, we got a good one already for that ability. And let me see what I got. So... So I have a couple. I definitely want to go with the Falcon, and let's see what other things I have. So birds with, so that would be a good one to have for that first objective. And oh, that Roadrunner's pretty decent as well. So let me do that instead. That'll help take care of some of that. All right, then these will be discarded. And then I have to choose which resources I want. So they both need mice and worms. And then the one is a random, so it doesn't really matter. So I'll go ahead and keep a wheat, I think. Yeah. So these 2 will be discarded so that I have a total of 5 things. All right. So from there, then I am ready to begin the game. So at this point, when you're playing against the opponent solo mode, you're always going to go first each round, and it'll alternate as always, where you will place one and do an action, and then your AI opponent will flip over the top card and resolve the effects of that. So I'm going to go ahead and go first, and I will go ahead and start by placing that bird out. So I'm going to do a play bird, and it's going to require that mouse and guy there, so that'll be my first action. Then it's going to go to my opponent, so I'll flip over that top card, and I'm going to look at the round 1 as it is lined up here. And with round 1, it's going to have me place a cube on that objective, and it's also going to have me add an egg to his supply, so he's already starting to get points on me. And throughout the game, you're going to see that. You're going to see a lot of eggs and a lot of potential points, but it's all going to base or level out as the game goes on. So then it's back to me to take an action. I don't have enough resources to get my Roadrunner out at this point, so do I go for more resources? Is there anybody up here that's really beneficial? Let's see. That's a pretty decent card. So what I will do is I'll go ahead and draw a card, and I'll go ahead and take this guy here. Then a new one comes out, and it's back to my opponent's turn. He comes out. Round 1 again is another egg, but no cube this time. All right, back to me. I will gather a resource. And I forgot to roll these, so let's go ahead and handle that. And it's a lot of fish. But I got the berry that I needed, so that works out. Then it's back to my opponent. So he has the bird. So with this one, it's going to be that he's going to take all the birds matching his bonus card. So he's looking for birds that eat wheat. And he has 1. So with this one, if it was more than 1, you gather them up, and he would take the bird that has the highest amount of points. With this one, there is only 1 option. So he is just going to take this and add this face up, and that'll give him points at the end of the game. All right, so then it goes back to me, and I'm going to go ahead and place a bird again. And I'll do the kingbird up top here under that section. All right, then it's back to the AI opponent. So he is going to activate all pink abilities. So that worked out really well for me. So I get a worm for that. So because it says when another player plays a forest bird, you gain a worm. But this activates all pink abilities. So that way, because he's not going to be playing those type of cards. Then he is going to take from the supply. If all of the resources on all the dice are the same, then he's going to re-roll them, and then he has a sequence that he will follow to determine what he takes. So the first one on this is the wheat and worm combo. So he'll take that, and all of the ones that match that he would take. That is then to his turn, so then it's back to me again, and I could go after more resources. I could... I am going to need some eggs, so I think that's what I'm going to do at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. So first I get 2 eggs. I can get a third if I discard a resource of my choice. So I think I'll do that. I'll go ahead and get rid of the berry and gain another egg. And I'll place those out. Let's do 2 on him and 1. Let's do 2 on him. From there, then I activate his ability, and it says that I look at the card, and if the wingspan is less than 75 centimeters, which it is, I get to place this card underneath, so that helps there. That moves over, and that's the end of my turn, so back over to his turn. And it is, you remove a cube, so that helps, and another egg, so he's racking up those eggs. Back over to me. I still have that roadrunner. I still need a rodent, so I'm going to go ahead and gain resources. So I still only get 1. I only have the 1 card to discard, so I don't want to do that, and he is not going to activate. So I'm going to gain the 1 rodent that I needed. And I'm sorry, I'm going to probably keep changing the names of these, but they reference all kinds of different things anyway, so not too big of a deal, hopefully. And hopefully it doesn't bother you guys too much. So that's my turn. Back over to the enemy or AI. He's going to add that cube back, and it's another resource grab. So there are different resources, so he's going to go right down this list. First was the rodents, which there aren't any. Then there's fish. So all the fish get removed, and that card is done. Back over to me. I only have 2 actions left, so getting down to the wire. I am going to play this card now, so I'll go ahead and play a bird, and I'm going to go ahead and spend those resources to place him out. And he will go here, and that is my turn. So then it is back to my opponent. He adds another cube. Oh man, that's not good. And this time he gets a card face down. So I discard all 3 cards from the top. He gets a card face down, which based on the difficulty of the game is going to determine the amount of points that those are worth at the end of the game. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and say that we're playing normal, so that each of these cards is going to be worth 4 points at the end of the game. And then you'll refill with new cards from the deck. All right, back over to me for my last turn. I am going to gather more eggs. So I get 3 eggs at this point. And I'm going to place 2 on there and 1 up here. Then I get to activate. So with this first one, I look at the deck. If it's a bird under 50 centimeters, then I get it. He is at 46, so I got lucky with that one. And then onto the hawk, again under 75. Again, I got lucky at 48, so that helps. And then this moves over. Then the AI goes with his last step, and it's another bird. So he is going to try to collect a bird with wheat. Again, there's just the 1 there, so he's going to get that. And then this comes out, and then that is the end of the round. So at the end of the round, this gets cleared. New cards come out. The AI opponents will go ahead and shuffle up this deck, and then also there are certain cards in here that will, or 1 card each round that says that you'll remove it after the end of that round. So this is the first round card that'll be removed. We'll go ahead and shuffle these back up, and we also have to handle and see who got first place. So that is all those. With this one, it is the certain nest type with birds with eggs in them. And under that, with this one, he starts off with 0, but then he had 2 cubes on there, so he has a total of basically 2 birds with those requirements. And with mine, I also have 2 birds that have an egg on them, so we tie for points there, so we both get first place. All right, and then that other cube gets removed. All my cubes get removed. And this gets flipped over to round 2 along with this card for round 2. And we are going after eggs in the particular type of nest, which right now I don't have any, so I'm going to have to work on getting some more of those. And I think that is everything, yes, for the round. So I'm going to go ahead and move into round 2 at this point. Okay, so again, it's going to start with me starting off the round, and I am definitely going to need to gather some new birds that have those abilities. So the birds that I have up here, So the sparrow is a pretty good one, so I'm going to go ahead and gather a card. So I'm going to go ahead and draw this one here and add that to my hand. Then it's going to kick over to my opponent to go. So round 2, he's going to discard these cards. So I got that just in time. He gets to take a card face down, and new cards come out. Back over to me. I need some resources now. So I'm going to go here and gain a resource, and that won't activate. And that worm is exactly what I need. So I'll place that. Then it goes back over to them. He gets 2 eggs, and he would remove a cube, which he doesn't have any yet. All right, back over to me. I will play a bird, and it doesn't matter where I put him per se. So I can either one of these 2 spots. So I'm going to go down here in the water and place him there. All right, then it is to the AI. He is going to collect a bird and place a cube. So we have just the one bird again that has the wheat. There is the wild, but according to the rules, it doesn't actually say in there, but it doesn't say that it counts as all of the different materials. So with that, I'm assuming that it doesn't count for the AI opponent to collect it. So I'm not going to do that, and he will simply collect this bird here. So hopefully that's correct. Back over to me for my action. I am out of cards again, so I will go ahead and collect another card with this one. So, I am going to do a blind draw. And I got that bird. So with this one, then it says, when activated, I get to tuck a card from my hand underneath this card. If I do, I get to draw a card. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, as that wasn't such a great card. And hopefully I'll get something better. Not really, but that's okay. All right. Oh, I got to discard that resource as well. On to my opponent's. He removes a cube and 2 more eggs. All right, over to me. I need some more eggs. So I'm going to go, or more cards. So I'm going to do that. I forgot about the discarding. So I'm going to go ahead and discard an egg to get to draw 2 cards. So I'll go ahead and do that. And I'm going to do 2 blind draws. Go ahead and tuck this one there. I don't think this one wasn't too great. So I'm going to tuck this one underneath this guy, and I'll draw another card. So I'll do a blind draw from the top here. Okay. Yeah, not too bad. All right. And then it's on to my opponent to go. He's going to activate all pink abilities. So I gain when another player plays, I gain a worm from the supply. So that was really helpful to me. And then he is going to roll, as there's only 1 die there. And again, he is looking for the pairs. So those will both be gone. All right, back to me. I'm getting down to it. I only have 2 actions remaining. And I need some more birds here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do the spotted sandpiper. He only requires the worm, and he'll go here. I will discard this egg there, and that goes here, and That is, oh, it goes up here. Never mind. All right, and I did that. Okay, so I'm good there. Over to my opponents to go. Round 2, he adds that cube back, and 2 more eggs. My last action, I need to get some eggs on these birds. So I'm going to go ahead and go here, gaining 3 eggs that I can place out. So I'm going to drop them on to the birds that I need for the objective. And then I'm going to activate these. So first off, 50 or lower, 61, so I missed that one. And 75 or lower, missed that one at 196. All right, so no luck there. All right, over to my opponent for his last turn. And it's activating all pinks again, so I get that worm back again. And then there are different ones, so he is going to take berries as the first top priority this round. That ends the round, so moving over to determine what we have. So eggs in baskets, there's 3 plus 1 for 4, and I only had 2, so I'm going to get second place this time, and he will have first place. So again, we'll go through. He does remove this card. These will get shuffled up. Hopefully round 3 will go a little better for me. This flips over to round 3, and so does this. Then I clear my board of all my cards. These get cleared. New ones come out. And we're ready to start round 3. All right, over to me first to go. All right, so I'm looking for total birds this round. So the biggest thing is getting birds out there. Oh man, choices. All right, I'm going to do the resource action. I will get rid of a card to get a second resource. I am going to roll because I really need some rodents here. I did not get them. So I get 2 resources, and that's all I'll get for that. So I'm going to take a fish and a wheat. And then it is back over to my opponent to take his first. So it is 3 eggs, and it removes a cube. There are no cubes on there yet. Back over to me. I'm going to go ahead and spend those 2 resources, as you can spend any 2 resources that will count as 1. So I'm going to spend those 2 to be able to place the Cooper's Hawk out, and I have to spend an egg to do that. So now he is out there, and then it's back over to my opponent to go. I did not drop that thing. Okay. Round 3, so it is placing a cube, and it is gaining a bird. So birds with wheat, so there are 2 this time. So then he's going to take the one that's the highest, which is the wild turkey at 8 points. Ouch. And this one will be discarded. Then new ones come out. Back over to me to go. What do I want to do? I only have one. I do need some cards, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to gain 2 cards here. Oh, we got a puffin out there, so that could be good. And he gives some new bonuses. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and take the puffin. He needs 3 fish. Ugh. And that's pretty high too. So then I'm going to take a wild from that. Then moving on over, it says all players draw 1 from the deck, so I get 1 from that. And then it says if I tuck 1, then I gain another card. So out of the ones that I have, I will go ahead and tuck this one here. That's getting to be a higher stack there. That's good. And then I get to draw another card. So I got a yellow-bellied sapsucker. All right, so that is the end of my turn. Let's move this on over. And my opponent is going to lose a cube, so that helps. And he gets to take a blind card. Oop, I forgot to bring these out. So then this gets cleared. He gets a card face down, and new cards come out. All right, back over to me. I'm down to 3 actions now. And I've got some good amount of birds out. I need some more resources though. So I'm going to go here. I get 2 resources. I am going to take the fish for 1. And I'll take the wheat for my second option. Then the next one is I look at the cards. If it's under 75, I get it. 25, good. So that is good there. And then this one doesn't activate. So that is it. Over to my opponent. He gets another face down card. So these get cleared again. He gets a face down and new ones come out. Oh, that would have been good. Those are all little birds. Ugh. All right, so I'm still short on the Pippin or the Puffin to get that guy out there. So I need more resources. I could roll and hopefully get them. I still have 2 actions, so I could do that. So let's do that. So 2 more resources I'm going to roll because I need that 3rd fish. And I got it, so I'll go ahead and grab that. And I'll take a worm for my 2nd resource. And then moving on over, do I get lucky? No, 109. And all the little birds came out already. Then moving over, all right. So then my opponent goes. Round 3 is another cube on there and 2 eggs in the basket. And my final action. So I am going to place another bird. I need to spend an egg. And then I'll place that Puffin. He goes out here. And I get to draw 2 new bonus cards and keep 1. So maybe this will help a little bit. In the end, we'll see. We'll see what I pull here. And I have birds with wingspans of 30 or less. 30 or less, which I don't have any currently. So that is not a good option. And birds that only live in water. So I have 2 there at least. I have to get at least 1 more in order to pick that up. So, well, let's go ahead and do that one at least. I'll get something versus this one. I'm not even close to catching on that. Okay. And that was my last action. So, I got to spend the resources too. So let's get rid of those 3 fish. Okay, then it is over to my opponent for his last turn. Round 3, he adds another cube. Oh no, he might have me here too. And a bird, so birds with wheat, so just that one there. And that is that. So end of round 3, again, we remove the card, so that'll be that one. We determine his points, and with that, it is total number of birds. He gets 8. Oh my goodness. Plus 2 more for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah. Definitely got first place there. He is whooping my butt on these placements. And then these get shuffled. Round 4. Final round. Okay, this is it. Let's see if I can make up here and maybe get first place. So it's going to be eggs in the round bowl nests. So right now I have 1 and 2 wilds, so I'm at least sitting at 3. I don't have any in my reserve or in my hand though, so I'm going to have to try to pick up some more somehow. So I have 5 actions to work with here. There's none out there right now, so I don't know if I want to do that just yet. Ugh. And I still need that 1 water bird as well. Oh, man. So, do I go for the blind draw? I think I'm going to have to. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I will spend that egg to get a 3rd card at least. So I get 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. I get the 4th card for his ability. And then I get to tuck a card if I want to, which I do. So let's go ahead and tuck this one here. And that'll let me draw another card. All right, that helped. That's a good card. I'll take that. Nice. All right, and that was onto here. All right, so got some decent cards out of that. Get a couple with the bowl. I'm gonna need some more resources though. All right, over to my opponent to go. He is going to lose a cube, which there aren't any yet, and he gets a blind draw, so these all go away. And, oh, let's just discard that. This will go down here, and these will come out. Oh, there's an osprey. That would be good to get. Choices. Because, well, I do have a couple that I could get in there too, so we will see. I need resources first, so let's go here and gain a couple resources. I need some more worms, which we don't have, and berries. So do I want to do that right now? Maybe not. So let's drop some eggs instead. I get 3 eggs for that. So I'll drop one up here and one on my wilds. Then on this one, it's 50 or less, 132, and 79, just too big. Oh well. On to my opponents. Round 4, he adds a cube, and he gets 3 eggs. I am not doing well here. Okay, so on to my next action. I was really hoping that he would clear that for me so that I could do something or clear my resources, as I really need some resources to get out some more birds here. I think I'm going to have to do it anyways, though, so I'm going to need some resources. I need the 2 worms because that's a pretty good pickup there. I need 1 more. So I have enough to do that guy, though he's not going to help. Yeah, I'll do that. So that's my goal, is getting these 2 guys out here. So I need 2 worms, and I still don't get anything that I really need. All right, I will take the wheat for 1 and the rodent for another. Then we're over here for 75, 43, so that's good. Got that one at least, nothing there, and that's that. Over to my opponent. Round 4, now he activates all the stuff, so I get a worm, and he gets the resource, so then he's going to be looking for rodents, and he got them. All right. So that is that. I'm down to 2 actions remaining. I do have some resources now at least, so I can get that. Let's get the bird out here. So placing a bird, and it is 2 worms. Oh, gonna need, yeah, and I have to spend an egg to put him out. Back over to my opponent. Round 4, he gets another face-up bird, and it's the wheat, so it's just this guy here. New card. And then it's back over to me for my last turn, so I either can get this bird out, or I can drop eggs, which eggs in the round baskets are what I really need. This one would get me 4 points, plus I get another bonus card, which at this point I may or may not hit. I'm not going to hit the wetland one either. So I'm going to go with the eggs. I get 3. And I need them in the basket spot. So I'm going to do 2 there and 1 there. Then onto that bird, it's 50 or less. 274, definitely not. And over to him at 75 or less, I got it at 25. All right, that moves over. So that is it. And my opponents, is takes a cube off and 3 more eggs for that. All right, so that is the end of the round. So let's see what he gets. He gets eggs in the round baskets. So eggs in baskets, 7 plus no bonuses. And I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 as well. So we tied with that one. So at least he didn't walk away with even more points. All right, then it is scoring. So I am going to use the score pad for this one so you guys can kind of see how all this works. So first off with the opponent, we're going to total up all of his points for the rounds. So with any time there's a tie, you're going to take the first and second place and add them together and then divide by 2 rounding down. So 5 points minus the rounding down would be 2 points apiece. For that one, he won this one, so that's 5 more points for 7. He got that one. That is 6, so that's 13. And we tied for the 11, so we each get 5 points. So he picked up 19 points for bonuses and end around goals. So he got 19 points there. Then he gets points for all the birds that are face up. So he had 19, so that's... we'll do it like this. So 3, 7, 15, 16, 17, 22, and 27 points for face-up birds. 27. Then he gets 4 points for each face down. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 points. So I'm just going to put that under the bonus card. And then the eggs that he has. So he's got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 20 more points there. Which gives him 40, 59, 60, 80, 86 points. All right, and then over to me. So first off, my points, I'm going to get 2 points for that one, 4, another 3, 4, 7, and then I picked up 5 more there for 12 points, so not so good there. I get the points for eggs, so I got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 eggs. Put those up here. Not good yet. And then the birds. Well, let's do the bonuses first here. So let's see. I didn't get this one for sure. Birds with the cards touch underneath them. I get 2 points per bird. So I have 1 there, 2, 3, and 4. So I get 8 points for my bonus. So that's not bad. And then I get points for tucked cards, so I'll go ahead and do that real quick. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So not too bad there. And then finally, points for all my birds that I have out there. So 7, 10, 12, 19, 24, 25, 30, and 38. I don't know. All right, so that's 58, and 9 is 67, 77 points. So end results, 86 to 77. I got whooped. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. Let me know in the comments below if I did anything wrong. As always, I'd love to hear from you guys. And again, let me know if there's anything else that you'd like me to cover. If you found this video helpful, if you like what I do, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to my channel. It's one of the easiest ways you can help support channels like mine so we continue to grow. And it also lets me know if you like these videos that I'm doing and if I'm on the right track and if I need to continue down this line or find something else to do. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.